We've got a 2015 Silverado with a check engine light. Let's figure it out. So I went ahead and scanned the vehicle for codes. And as you can see, we have 3 codes in the ECM. And those codes are a P0171, a 174, and a 2099. So the fuel trims are running lean on both banks. I went ahead and drove the vehicle and duplicated the concern. So it really runs lean anytime you put it under heavy acceleration. So I'm thinking that it's running out of fuel. So to test it, I've taken the fuel pump fuse out and used this fuse loop so we can measure the current going to the fuel pump. We can also measure voltage off that same fuse loop. And I've got my pressure transducer hooked up to an adapter on the fuel rail because this vehicle does not have a fuel pressure sensor on the vehicle in the line anywhere. And it also does not have a Schrader valve anywhere. So this is about the only way you can tie in a fuel pressure gauge. I've also got this nice 3D printed case on my WPS. Shout out to Derail Diagnostics. I'll tag them in the video. But it gives you a loop right here so that you can mount it somewhere, and it gives you protection, especially something like this. When you're in the engine bay dealing with heat, you don't want this thing falling down, getting caught up in the steering shaft or on the exhaust. So worth the investment. I also got a 3D printed case from them as well. It has magnets on it, so I usually keep it stuck to my cart lid, but also worth the investment. Gives you some protection, even though this thing is pretty rugged on its own. So with everything hooked up, turn the key on, watch the fuel pump prime. So we've got our fuel pressure in green, we got the voltage in blue, and we've got the amperage in red right here. So I've got the scope set up now. I'm gonna go out and drive it and give it a wide open throttle and see what happens. So I just got back from driving, and this is what the waveform looks like on a wide open throttle event. You can see that our fuel pressure right here in green is dropping drastically under a load. So it's going from about 57 psi to about 19 psi on a full load. And you can even see it dip just under normal acceleration. Now, because I also measured the current and the voltage at the same time, I can see we do not have any voltage drop. In fact, it kind of goes up just a little bit, and our current is actually dropping when the fuel pump is under a heavy load like that. So it looks like this truck is going to need a fuel pump, and obviously being a farm truck like it is, probably going to need to look in the tank, make sure we don't have a bunch of debris and stuff blocking it. But you can definitely tell from the waveform that that fuel pump just couldn't supply enough fuel under a load. On another note, I noticed during the test drive that there was hardly any air coming out of the vents, even though the blower motor was on all the way. And this has got to be the dirtiest looking cabin air filter I've ever seen in my life. I really believe you could probably drop a seed in this thing and water it a little bit, get something to grow out of it. I'm kind of curious, if I put that cabin air filter back in, could I scope the current on the blower motor and see if there's a change with that much restriction on it and with taking it out, and see what it looks like. Now, obviously that's a bit overkill, but that's going to be it for this one. If you found this interesting or helpful in any way, then follow me for more.